So, I heard you want to get into Jujutsu Kaisen, but listen to me, don't get into it just yet. You have to look at the prequel, Tokyo Metropolitan Magical Technical School. It's essentially JoJo's part 1 and 2. It's like if you do not look at Tokyo Metropolitan Magical Technical School, you will essentially just start looking at JoJo from part 3. I'm using this because it's a very common comparison that I can use in order to get you to understand how crucial it is for you to read Tokyo Metropolitan. You have a lot of returning characters that from Tokyo Metropolitan that show up in Jujutsu Kaisen. It's an entire prequel to Jujutsu Kaisen. You have Panda, Maki, Inumaki, you even have Satoru in Tokyo Metropolitan, and you have Yuta. And Yuta, he's definitely going to make an appearance in Jujutsu Kaisen later on. And that's definitely going to be one of the higher notes in the series. A very hype moment. And if you want to really feel that impact coming from that moment, you have to look at Tokyo Metropolitan, because you'll be missing out on all the character development and you won't really have any attachment to these characters. Well, you will have it from Jujutsu Kaisen, but it won't feel the same because you won't be looking at their full story before you get into Jujutsu Kaisen. So what you need to do is read Tokyo Metropolitan Magical Technical School. It's only 4 chapters. It's not asking for much. If you read it, you will appreciate the story of Jujutsu Kaisen a lot more. Moments will hit harder, and you'll just be able to see your favorite characters interact with the other characters from other series. It's essentially like, you know, how Sora meets the characters from Birth by Sleep. It's that exact type of thing, you know? So, imagine playing the Kingdom Hearts games, such as 3, without playing Birth by Sleep. That's the equivalent to how badly you need to read Tokyo Metropolitan Magical Technical School, because you won't be able to appreciate moments that hit in Jujutsu Kaisen as much as you originally should have. Not only do you get proper character introductions to the side characters, but you also get a proper introduction to the main antagonist of Jujutsu Kaisen, Suguru Geto. He shows up in Tokyo Metropolitan, and it will help you definitely understand his ideologies, why he's doing what he's doing, and it'll help you even further understand more about the curses. You'll be able to see vengeful spirits. You'll see how all these other characters that tie in that are also antagonists, and you'll see them show up in Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, there are these characters that are twins, and when you look at them, you won't really understand what the fuck is going on if you're reading Jujutsu Kaisen. The moment really won't hit as hard as it should have, but if you would have read Tokyo Metropolitan, it would have been a really cool experience to see the characters that you saw prior older in Jujutsu Kaisen, since this is a prequel. It's like, again, it's like looking at Lord of the Rings and not seeing The Hobbit. It's so cool being able to see Bilbo Baggins, you know, give the ring to Frodo once you start the original Lord of the Rings. See, it's so fucking awesome. You cannot miss out on reading this prequel and then going into the original work. And for all we know, they might not even animate Tokyo Metropolitan until after they're done animating the original Jujutsu Kaisen adaptation. So, by the time you're looking at all these characters and cool cameos in the Jujutsu Kaisen anime, you will have already seen all the references to Tokyo Metropolitan throughout the story, and then it will have no real value by the time you're done with it. Don't miss out on this experience to look at all this content in a completely different viewpoint, because, okay, it's content, right? But depending on how you consume this content will change your whole entire perspective and how you feel about this series. And I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but I can't stress enough how badly you need to read Tokyo Metropolitan Magical Technical School. It's vital to really, truly appreciate everything Jujutsu Kaisen has to offer.